John Pate from Baraboo, Wisconsin.
What is this truck?
It is a 67 Dodge LN-1000. I've had it since the spring of 2007.
Okay, and in that time, it's made great strides. It's been a cover truck and all sorts.
It has, yes. Its first show was the 2007 ATS show in Colorado Springs, Colorado.
So you bought it and took it straight to a show, basically?
Yes, after extensive amounts of work.
What's the engine, transmission, all that?
It has a 270 Cummins with a 13-speed transmission, and it has an engine brake.
Where did you find it?
I actually found it 30 miles from my house in Wisconsin. It came out of California.
So it had a good past, so it wasn't too
Yes,
much of
it
a
was.
mess?
It was in very good shape when I got it.
And I hear you know someone who's good at restoring trucks, so.
Yeah, there's a rumor.
Yes. So do you like Dodges or?
I do, yes. We grew up as a Dodge family.
I think this might be one of the first Dodges I've done a video on that wasn't a Bighorn, so I don't really know anything about them.
Well, the Cabover, I think, was first built in '64, and then they ran their course through '75 when Dodge got out of the big truck market.
But your family had Dodge big trucks?
Yes, my dad drove for himself. He was an owner operator, and he was leased on the Diamond Transportation out of Racine. And up until 1982, he always had a Dodge Semi, and then we switched to Freightliner.
So when you wanted to get a truck as a hobby truck, I assume you wanted a Dodge, or did you work a truck? Or
I did not work a truck. I actually worked in a shop. My first truck that I drove was an '81 Mack R model.
was this the first Dodge that you bought for yourself?
This is the first Dodge I bought for myself. Second Dodge I bought for myself. The first one was the C model, the CN-1000.
And in the time you've had this, I assume you've done quite a lot?
Yes, well, just regular maintenance, and we painted the frame and the fuel tanks, but we've never touched the cab.
I like the step. That's very
Yeah,
nice.
It's got to be a contortionist to get in and out of it.
But it looks cool. Is this a Dodge paint scheme? Has it been repainted, I guess?
Yes, it's been repainted.
But is this an original scheme?
No,
so
I don't know. I call it the lava lamp scheme. That's what it looks like to me.
It's very cool.
I'm pretty sure it was painted in the '70s.
I like it.
And then, yeah, it runs along pretty good. It'll go 72, which is probably as fast as you should go in a '67 Dodge.
So if it came out of California, did it work on the West Coast? Did it go all over the place?
It was mainly on a horse ranch. I think the guy I got it from said they used it as for hauling horses, and then he took it and he used it in Yosemite Park. He hauled firewood on a drop deck for the campers.
I get asked about these relatively often.
They are to deflect the wind down the side of the truck so it keeps the spray off the side windows, is what I was told.
Yeah, a water thing more so than worrying about, yeah.
Than aerodynamics, yes. And I think it does help with the aerodynamics too.
And what about the trailer? Before we look inside the truck.
Oh, the trailer is a '67 Fruehauf. I actually acquired it 2 years before the truck. It was sitting at Roundy's in Mazomanie, Wisconsin. Is in the back. They're using it for storage. And it's had some extensive work too. I originally paid $300 for the trailer.
A whole $300.
The whole $300.
Go look at the other side again.
But it's got some damage. It's not perfect.
It was pretty darn nice, though.
I think it went to Chicago quite a bit. It's got some unique dents in it.
Some city dents.
Some city dents.
But when you got this truck, did you think to yourself, oh, I know what's going to go behind this?
I already had the trailer, and I already had the trailer done. And then I bought the truck.
Yes.
It just lucked out that they're both '67s. So the trailer I bought to go behind my '73.
But then you had this, and like, oh,
so then I had this. Yeah, well, this one is a lot more comfortable to travel in, and quieter, and you can actually hear the radio.
In here?
Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive. This is a nice bumper too. I like that. All right, can we take a look inside, please? Did you have to do much to the interior?
I did not. I just cleaned it up. It was just kind of dirty, so we just wiped it down, and I haven't done anything really.
Any idea what the mileage is on it?
It's around 230,000. Doesn't have a lot of miles, so I'm assuming they didn't use it very much.
Well, if it lived on a ranch, I suppose.
Yeah, so somebody at one point redid the inside because it's got the wood paneling, and it would have came with the original, would have been like a pegboard, I call it.
That's a very big steering wheel.
Yep.
Doesn't leave much room in here.
Nope. Keeps you skinny.
Yes.
We're gonna have to work on that.
The Dodge diet, so you can drive your truck.
Yep. Yep. I got the seat all the way back as far as it goes.
It's pretty open in here too. Not a really tall.
It's not bad. It actually rides pretty good. It's not horrible. We've had it in quite a few states. It's been to quite a few national shows. Farthest one was Colorado, and then we went to Kansas and Hutchinson, Alabama, in South Bend.
I like the collection of glitter extenders. Sort of like my truck. They're all different.
Some of them were on there, and then some of them I had to buy some extras because we lost a few over because they get so brittle. Plastic just gets old. It's hard to find them to fit the style switches I have.
Yep. Woo! Yep.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good truck.
Were these a relatively common model, or?
Yes, this is they didn't make very fancy ones. This one didn't come with hardly any interior in it. And then in around 72, I believe they started putting a full interior package in them. The door panel, doors were padded, and it's pretty bare bones.
Mm-hmm.
Basically a fleet truck.
Well, then you don't have to worry about, like, my truck has a big tear up here
Yep.
with its fancy interior, so.
Yep, it's not too bad to drive.
And look at the back.
Yeah.
Are those handles?
They are clamps to hold the air conditioning lines that we never took off. So it had air conditioning on it. I have all the
roof
parts.
mounted or something?
Roof mounted, yep. And it had a compressor on the engine. The roof mount was gone when I got it, but the compressor was still there. And I did acquire some Dodge mud flaps for it now, so we'll have to switch them out. And we'll get rid of the light bars because we'll go back to the 60s look.
Yeah, that's not very 60s. Come on, get with the program.
No, they were laying in the shop. They were takeoffs from something else. That's usually how things get done.
And this is a sliding
tandem. It does slide. It did not when I got it. After a few nights of laying underneath it with an air hammer, we got all the rust out of it. And now it slides back and forth pretty good.
These are pretty sharp.
Yeah.
Spokes.
So we did all new bearings and seals and brake shoes, and it has wedge brakes on it.
This is nice.
And then a new door.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, once they get waterlogged, they're not much good.
Those are very tall looking mud flaps.
Yes. We made those. I've been looking for some big F Fruehauf rubber mud flaps, but I haven't found any yet. That's about all I can tell you.
Say that one more time.
I said it was a $300 trailer that $7,000 later it was roadworthy.
Does that include the new door too?
Yes.
Okay, that's relatively reasonable then.
Yes, I think the door was only $1,400 installed.
I need to find your people.
I was pretty lazy that day when they said how much they charged me to put it in, so I let them do it.
Now this is a little detail. The artist in me, I like this rounded little look.
Yes.
It's very nice. It's very aesthetically pleasing.
Yes. And we got a little work on the door yet. But...
Is this a hook for the door?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep, it's shot welded they called it, Fruehauf. Stainless. The nicest part is we wash it about twice a year because you don't have to.
Well, if it doesn't get to go out much, right?
Oh yeah, it stays outside, so